終わってもいい。
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Anime Sensei, the channel where we talk about all things anime and anime related. Today I will be showing you the top 10 animes where the main hero goes berserk, absolutely losing it and unleashing the full force of their power. I will warn you, there may be a few spoilers in this video if you haven't finished any of these series. You might be in for a few shocking moments. Before we begin, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and be sure to ring the notification bell so that you get updates every time that we post a new anime-related video. And now, let's jump right into the video. Keep in mind that this list is in no particular order. Number 10. Mustang vs. Envy. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Episode 54. To close off this list, what better anime to wrap things up than that of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? The fight between Mustang and Envy is one that will always be remembered. While you would think that Envy is the character in this fight who is losing control and about to go berserk on Mustang, it actually proves to go the opposite way. Mustang appears from out of the shadows to give Envy a taste of his own medicine. With a few snaps, Mustang sets Envy ablaze repeatedly until Envy turns to ash and disintegrates into the air. What's remarkable is that even though Mustang is going berserk, he does it in a way where he looks almost calmer than ever. Which, if you ask me, is much scarier than if he had been full-blown raging. Number 9. Shingeki no Gyojin, Levi's Rage. Up next, and second to last on the list, let's talk about Shingeki no Gyojin and the impressive scene where Levi rages. After a Titan kills a number of soldiers on a rainy night, Levi absolutely rages and lays the Titan to rest in a flashy fight scene that is quick. But it is very obvious that the Titan didn't stand a chance against Levi this round. In the scene, you hear Levi's screams combined with the Titan's exclamations of pain, and with all the flashing and blood that's flying, it almost gets hard to keep up with the fight until the moment where you see the Titan's head flying through the air as Levi reigns victorious. The fight ends with a Sodom Levi that is looking down on a beheaded soldier as the massive body of the troll lays behind him. In the end, Levi is the only remaining survivor of this Titan attack, and not by chance either. Levi's rage definitely allowed him to come out on top of this battle. Number 8. You Gets Mad, Awari no Seraph. Awari no Seraph is an anime that is like no other, focusing on a dystopian world where a plague has destroyed the human race and allowed for vampires to begin to turn the remaining humans into slaves. In one episode in particular, after watching vampires biting into the necks of others, Yu has had enough and eventually goes absolutely mad, allowing the non-human elements of himself to take over in a rage that is truly justified, destroying everything in his path and being able to cause a colossal amount of damage almost with a flick of a wrist. Number 7. Mob vs. Koyama, Mob Psycho 100, Episode 8. Mob Psycho 100 is a popular anime show that is loved around the world, and for very good reasons, to be honest. In Episode 8, Shigeo, also known as Mob, knows that he shouldn't be using his powers against others, but decides that in the fight against Koyama, an exception is going to have to be made. Mob Psycho 100 is one of those shows where you feel as if you can't blink too quickly or you'll miss something juicy, and this fight scene is no exception to that. The rapid movements of Mob will be missed if you let your eyes move away from the scene for too long, Once Mob reaches 100%, the cards are no longer in Koyama's hands, who was once dominating this fight scene. Koyama learns a hard lesson after messing with Mob's younger brother, pushes Mob to absolute psycho mode. Number 6. Hyakimaru Goes Berserk, Dororo Episode 6. Next, we take a look into Episode 6 of Dororo, where Hyakimaru lets all the rage out in a fight scene that is just as amazing as it is a graphic sight to see. If you never thought that a cartoon could have some graphic content, Episode 6 of Dororo will change your mind on that. After Hyakimaru sees Mio on the ground in pain, he goes absolutely ballistic on the samurai who have begun to burn down Mio's house after it was said that Mio was believed to be a spy of some sort. Hyakimaru unleashes fury on the samurai in a bloodbath that leaves no blood unshed and no leaf unturned in his quest for vengeance. Number 5. Melodious Destroys Danafor, Nanatsu no Taizai, Imashime no Fukatsu, Episode 9. Up next on the list, we're taking a quick look at the 7 Deadly Sins, Episode 9. At one point, Melodious ends up raging so hard that the kingdom of Danafor gets destroyed in the process. Now you may be thinking that Melodious's power explosion wasn't that grand, but can you imagine if you put out such a force of energy that you absolutely demolished a kingdom in a single moment? As Melodious is going through his tests, there comes a moment where he is completely taken over by wrath, where he destroys everything in his path. While it is part of training that will ultimately make young Melodious stronger, it is still pretty impressive that the rage that he experiences throughout his tests has enough power to completely level the kingdom of Danafor. Number 4. Ichigo Transformation vs. Ulquiorra, Bleach Episode 266 through 272. Up next, we're taking a look at a few episodes in Bleach, most importantly where Ichigo's transformation is about to take place. The fight against Ulquiorra begins, and very quickly it's obvious that Ulquiorra is not here to play around in this fight. With a sword swing that just barely misses Ichigo's throat, Ulquiorra points a finger and launches a Sero at Ichigo, but Ichigo continues to grow stronger as the series goes on. He survives the Sero attack. Ichigo is constantly underestimated by Ulquiorra until the moment when Ichigo begins to transform into hollow form. Ichigo launches a powerful Sero that paints the sky red and truly gives everyone a glimpse into the sheer amount of power that he has at his disposal. It quickly becomes clear that Ulquiorra is no match for a hollow, as it seems that there is no limits to his power at this point. Ichigo grabs Ulquiorra's Sero with bare hands and ends the battle with a powerful Sero that is shot directly at Ulquiorra, showing no mercy. This fight truly shows Ichigo tapping into his power and giving the audience a glimpse as to what is possible as he gets towards the final form. Up next, we couldn't have a top 10 anime list without talking about Naruto at least once, now could we? In episode 166, where Naruto goes fist to fist with Pain, the episode with Pain declaring that he will bring true pain to the world and vows to bring nothing but pain and war onto others. The energy of this episode starts pretty high, and for good reason. While Hinata is working her best to defeat Pain, she comes up unsuccessful and is no match for Pain's quick dodges and agility. However, Hinata does land an attack on Pain that buys her some time to begin freeing Naruto. But as soon as Pain realizes, he launches Hinata into the air and she lands feet away from Naruto and is quite injured from the impact. After witnessing Hinata killed before his eyes, Naruto unleashes a power and takes on a form that is truly terrifying, tapping into his 9 tails power, in the end defeating Pain using his jutsu skills that we never get tired of. This battle in itself is a little long, but every moment within this fight scene is even better than the last. Up next, let's talk a little bit about Episode 8 of The Rising of the Shield Hero. This fight scene is so well put together, it almost feels as if you are on the battlegrounds watching as everything is going down. From the moment that you see the flies flying around this decaying zombie flesh, it paints a vivid picture. Once the dragon arises and lets out a battle cry that stops Naofumi and Raphtalia in their tracks, it is enough to leave you on the edge of your seat in anticipation as to where this battle is going to go. Things take an unexpected turn when Philo is the first one to jump in and begin fighting the undead beast, but in a quick turn, the zombie dragon eats Philo and leaves both Naofumi and Raphtalia in shock. The seeming death of Philo is enough to push Naofumi to the edge, the hate and rage inside of him fully unlocking the curse shield. This power is absolutely unreal, and Naofumi holds nothing back at this point, and it isn't until Raphtalia calms him down that things begin to digress, even though Raphtalia gets wounded in the process. Don't worry, all turns out to be a happy ending as the zombie dragon is defeated and collapses to the ground. Philo rolls out of its mouth alive. Up first on the list, Gon vs. Pitou in Hunter x Hunter 131. Now you can tell that things are going to get really interesting when you first see the flames beginning to radiate off of Gon's body. And before you know it, Pitou realizes that things probably aren't going to work out in their favor. Gon goes from being kneeled in defeat before Pitou to Gon summoning all the power that he has ever had for the battle ahead. And let's be honest, this fight scene does not disappoint. While Pitou attempts to dance beyond its limits, it is truly no match for Gon's final form. After disappearing into thin air, Gon comes back in a totally ripped body that is no match for Pitou. A single blow sending Pitou flying through the air and observing the stars across the night sky, with hair that stands up as a result of the aura that Gon has now. Gon may not have been the one who started this fight, but he sure does end the battle with a bang. Pitou cuts off one of Gon's arms with a swift slice, but even this doesn't faze Gon, who then uses the severed arm to deliver a powerful punch that surely ends this battle for good. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What are some of your favorite anime rage moments? Be sure to let me know in the comments section below. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to see more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.